Hello, bros. It's time for that hero stuff, bro. That hero stuff. All right, that was my print. That was a good one. I'm done yelling. All right, so yesterday I was talking to my wife, my helper, suitable for me. And I was talking to her, and she was talking about, well, you know, your son said that you're his hero today. I said, what? Yeah, something was on TV and it was talking about role models and all that stuff. And my son, she said, your son said that you were his hero. You were his role model. So I tried not to cry. I tried not to cry, right? And I was like, that made me think about something. Yo, are you the man or the type of man you would want your daughter to marry? So the way you pray for your wife, would you want your daughter's husband to pray for her? The way you study the scriptures, would you want that emulated in the husband of your daughter? I don't know if I'm saying it right, but are you the type of man you would like your daughter to marry? Something to think about. It's something to think about, because believe it or not, by and large, that usually what happens. Now, he might not look as good as you do. He might not be as interesting and debonair as you are, but there's gonna be some similarities to you and the person your daughter marries. So, are you the type of man that you will want her to marry? Because she's gonna fall in love with that type of dude. I know it hurts. I know. So the way you pray, the way you read, the way you study, the way you lead, would you want that for your daughter? Think about it. Because if you don't, you got to step up your game. I got to step up my game. It makes me cringe to think about that. Because I'm not perfect. I make all types of mistakes. All kinds of mistakes. Not perfect at all. I'm learning just like you are. But am I the type of man that will want my daughter to marry? That's a heavy question. We ain't gonna unpack that right now. Also, are you the type of man you want your son to grow up to be? Because he's looking at you. He's looking at the way you talk to his mom. The way you talk to your wife, the way you talk to your daughter, the way you handle business, the way your work ethic, all that stuff. Are you the type of man you want your son to emulate when you grow old? Heroes. Would you be proud of the man your son becomes because he's mimicking you? Or would your son bring shame? The way you pray, the way you read, the way you lead, the way you protect, the way you hang out with him and play with him. Would you want your son to imitate you? Yes, we're pointing them to Christ. Yes, we're pointing them to Jesus. Period. All the time. Would you want your son to imitate you? Something to think about. Does your son admire you? Admire, sorry. Does your son look up to you? Are you the type of man you will want your son to be when he gets older? Are you the type of man you will want your daughter to marry? It's heavy, ain't it? But it's truth. And that's all I got to say, sirs. Be watchful, stand firm in the faith, act like a man, and be strong. Whoop-ah!